Good morning, everybody. We're live at Steve Cook's Fireside Lanes in Citrus Heights, California, just outside Sacramento. And we are underway with our round-robin match play here live on Bowl TV on Extra Frame. Top 16 bowlers after qualifying advanced to reach this point. And they will bowl 16 games today to determine our stepladder finals for this evening. I'm Lucas Wiseman of Bowl TV. Thanks for joining us on this beautiful Saturday morning here in the Sacramento area. We've got 16 of the best bowlers in the world on the lanes, ready to bowl for the title here today. We will crown our champion tonight. So our opening matches here on our featured pairs, we've got Natalie Cortez against Tania Falbo on 11 and 12. 13 and 14 is Megan Kelly against Stephanie Johnson. We're going to give bonus pins to the winner of each match. If there's a tie, they will split those bonus pins. Now let's talk about the standings a little bit here as we get started. After qualifying yesterday, it was Christina Wendell of Kingston, New York, who was your top qualifier at plus 352. That is just shy of a 230 average for 12 games. Samantha Shaden qualified second at plus 254. Tania Falbo, who you just saw throw a strike there, plus 226. Stephanie Johnson, up on the approach right now, was fourth at plus 204. Deandra Asbady plus 180, Anne-Marie Dugan plus 177. April Murphy plus 166. Kim Power plus 163. Carrie Smith plus 161. Alicia Current at 160. Missy Parkin plus 158. Rocio Restrepo at 151. Megan Kelly at 141. Natalie Cortez at plus 140. Brianna Caldwell plus 125. And Maria Jose Rodriguez at plus 122. A lot of games to go here. We've got 16 games with bonus pins and only 230 pins separating first from 16th, which is not very much when you consider how many games are left with the bonus pins. So really anybody in the field could make a run at the top four and make the show this evening. Stepladder Finals going to be right here on Bowl TV on Extra Frame at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We hope you'll join us. So Johnson and Falbo on our featured pairs, both with perfect starts, front three. Megan Kelly, fourth frame. Nice strike. Pretty good start from Megan. 3 strikes in 4 frames. Had that 6 spare in the third. Had a nice conversion on that spare to stay clean. Falbo comes up light this time, leaves the 4-7 after starting with the front 3. And Cortez with a spare triple, so Falbo now trailing by a couple of sticks. Here's Stephanie Johnson. Nice smooth delivery. Leaves that 10-pin. And her run of strikes comes to an end in the 4th frame as well. 30 bonus pins for the winner in each match. 15 if there's a tie. So when you take 30 bonus pins and you multiply it by 16 matches, it's a total of 480 possible bonus pins if you win every match. And when you only got 230 pins separating first from 16th, those bonus pins are going to have a pretty sizable impact today in this competition. Every game we will get new bowlers on the featured pairs, and we will see all of the bowlers a few times throughout the day. Every bowler should hit each pair twice, with the exception of one pair that they'll only hit once, because we do finish with a position round for game 16, which is always very exciting to watch. You can see the top 4 battle it out for seeding, and also just to try to make it into the show. And I believe our position round on our featured pairs will be 1, 2, 3, and 4. And of course, we'll be keeping a very close eye on 5 and 6, 7 and 8 positions in case they have a chance to make it into the show. There's live scoring if you'd like to follow along with that at pwba.com/live. Live scoring will allow you to see the frame by frame for any of the matches in the house. And it looks like they're also going to be inputting the plus minus by their names to help you follow along even better. Cortez and Falbo all tied up after 5. Cortez trying to rebound after making that split in the 5th. He gets the strike. Here's Megan Kelly down by 13 against Steph Johnson. You're watching Bowl TV on Extra Frame. Lucas Wiseman with you. We are underway with our first game of match play. Tania Falbo gets it in there for another strike. That's a double, and she takes a 10-pin lead. Stephanie gets that one a little bit right, and on this 44-foot pattern, a little bit of an out of bounds out there. 6-board and right. And she kind of hit that spot. Ball didn't get all the way back to the pocket, and Stephanie looking at a 2-4-10 split. Cortez with a washout in the 7th. Let's see if Stephanie can make a run at the split here. Yes, she does. I don't know the numbers on that, but I would guess it's a pretty high percentage that the pros will make that 2-4-10 split. Cortez trying to cover up the washout, sends that head pin right in front of the 10. Just cut it too thin. And an open frame for her. First open we have seen in either match here on the featured pairs. And so Tania Falbo now has a sizable lead against Natalie Cortez. There's Stephanie Johnson again. Very soft at the bottom and leaves the 9 pin. That one went a little high. Stephanie up by 13 against Megan Kelly. Megan can get to within 3 with a strike here in the 8th. Messenger takes out the 10. They're going to have to do a score correction on that one. And now we've got a pretty close match here between Kelly and Johnson. Wrapping up our opening match here. Stephanie Johnson, 8 spare in the 8th. Still leads by 1 pin with 2 frames to go. So a big shot here for Stephanie in the 9th. She goes high. Loses her lead now by a pin. Leaves the 3-6. Falbo with the big 4 in the 9th. Oh my goodness. It's gonna go. Oh, I thought it was gonna go. Almost made that big 4 right there. That would have been fun. That was totally interesting. And they're gonna have to fix the score there. But that was fun to watch. You don't see too many times the 6-pin fall into the 4 like that. Stephanie chops the spare. So that opened the door nice and wide for Megan Kelly to take this game and the bonus pins. Cortez can still strike out to force Falbo to mark in the 10th. Here's Megan Kelly, 9th frame, working on a double. Misses the head pin right. Leaves the 1-2-4-8. And she will have an 8-pin lead with a spare. Big spare here. Needs to make it. She gets the job done. And so Stephanie's max score is 213. Megan can strike out for 221. So Megan's going to need a double here in the 10th frame, plus a few pins and count for the shutout. Natalie Cortez got the first one in the 10th. She's up right now. Needs this one to force Falbo to mark and leaves the 7-pin. So Tania Falbo won't need a mark in the 10th to win. Megan Kelly needs a double for the shutout. Comes up a little light, mixes them up for the strike. And 1 strike and count away from winning this opening game this morning. Megan Kelly gets the big double in the 10th. And with just a couple of pins and count here, she will win game 1. Needs 3 pins to make it official. Falbo, 10th frame for her. She can strike out for 242. Looks like April Murphy has the front 10, so I'm going to run down there real quick with my iPhone, see if we can get a video. Well, April ended up leaving the 7-9 and shooting 287. Sorry, the 7-8. Very awkward 7-8 leave. In our matches, it was Falbo 242 to 215 over Cortez. And Megan Kelly 220 to 203 over Stephanie Johnson. So our next game should get started pretty soon here. As the other matches are wrapping up, players are moving to their next pair. Still have 10th frame to go down on the low end. Putting in the names and the scoring units here along with their plus minus. And we should get started here hopefully momentarily. Still have one match finishing up. Looks like we're going to have Stephanie Johnson against Maria Jose Rodriguez on 11 and 12. Christina Wendell coming over to 13 and 14. We'll see who she's going to bowl. Looks like Brianna Caldwell. All right, so underway. Rodriguez with a spare in the first. Looks like Maria at plus 100 now. And Stephanie plus 207. Stephanie comes up light, leaves the 2-8. Now finally going to get underway between Caldwell and Wendell. Caldwell plus 105 and Wendell plus 370. Tournament leader, Christina Wendell. And there you see why. Nice carry on the 10 for the strike. I'm guessing that since she's at plus 370, she shot maybe 218 and lost down there on the other end. She could have won with a lower score, though. I'm going to go with she shot 188 and won. Regardless, Christina picked up 18 pins after that first game. She should still be in the lead. And a big double to start for our tournament leader. Remember, after 16 games of round-robin match play, we will have our top 4 finalized for the stepladder finals tonight, coming up at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on Bowl TV on Extra Frame. Maria Jose Rodriguez, second frame. Leaves the 10 pin. Back-to-back Spares coming here for Rodriguez. Trails by a single pin after just a couple of frames, assuming she makes it. Caldwell goes high on her second frame shot, leaves a 3-6. Pattern pretty tough on the fresh. Qualifying yesterday, 44 feet, 26.5 mils of oil, out of bounds, 6 board and right, or 6 board and left on the left side, but I don't know that we had any lefties advance. Left side looked pretty tough this week. Open frame for Caldwell in the second. Basically saw a lot of players play the track and a little bit left of that had success. And as we moved along in qualifying, they tended to open up a little bit and the scores would go up the last game or two. But remember, the lane breakdown and transition will be totally different today because instead of having 5 on a pair for 6 games, you're going to bowl an 8-game block with 2 on a pair. So you're not going to have as much traffic as you did yesterday in qualifying. And we do re-oil, by the way, after 8 games. There'll be about a 2-hour break, depending on what time we finish. And they will re-oil during that time. So the second block of 8 match play games scheduled to start at 2 p.m. Pacific time this afternoon. Let's see if Wendell can keep it perfect here this game, and she does. It's a great shot. Ball went through the pins pretty well. Not sure if she was so happy with it. Guessing she may have missed a little bit on that one, but those are the kind of breaks you're going to get when you're the tournament leader. Nice shot by Stephanie as she opens up a 13-pin lead on Rodriguez. We do have the updated standings now. We've got Christina Wendell in the lead at plus 370. Tania Falbo at plus 298. Samantha Shaden is in third place at plus 284. April Murphy plus 283. April shot 287 her first game. Carrie Smith plus 223, fifth place. Missy Parkin at plus 213. Stephanie Johnson plus 207 in seventh place. Top 4 advance, so right now, plus 283 is the number with 15 games to go. Caldwell with a double, trailing by 32 against Wendell. Maria with a 4-6-7 split, appearing to be in some significant early trouble in her match against Stephanie Johnson. Christina Wendell trying to stay perfect here. She's up by 22. Gets that one right. That's what happens when you get it right on this pattern. It's not going to hook. And so a 1-2-4-8 for Wendell in the fifth. Still leads by 18 this game. Christina covers up the spare. That one go high flush for the strike in the sixth. Double for Stephanie Johnson. She's got a pretty sizable lead. Open frame for Brianna Caldwell. You can find the standings at pwba.com/live. Click on Match Play. Live scoring is also available on that page so that you can follow the frame by frame on any of the pairs across the house. Again, that's pwba.com/live. See anybody making a run at 300 here this game. With April Murphy go front 10 in game 1. We're in our second game of round-robin match play here at the PWBA Storm Sacramento Open, live from Steve Cook's Fireside Lanes, just outside Sacramento, California. Stephanie goes right through the face, leaves the big 4. Caldwell misses the single pin. So Wendell is going to easily win this game. Stephanie Johnson in good shape against Maria Rodriguez. .42 pin lead for Stephanie. Closing out game 2. Bowling 8 games this morning in the first round of match play. Stephanie Johnson can strike out for 211 this game. And she is going to beat Maria Jose Rodriguez. Looks like Christina Wendell went down to get a different ball to try for her fill ball. She's going to be in the 230s and pick up 30 bonus pins, add another plus 60 to her total. Steph strikes out 211. So Stephanie gets on the plus side that game. And along with the 30 bonus pins goes plus 41. Caldwell with a double in the 10th, but only going to be in the 170s. So she's heading the wrong direction. Her and Maria Jose Rodriguez both going the wrong way. So 231 to 175, Wendell defeats Caldwell, and 211, 144, Johnson defeats Rodriguez. And so we're moving into our third game now. Looks like Anne-Marie Dugan against Carrie Smith on 13 and 14. We have Deandra Asbady against Alicia Current. All right, ready to get started here. Both matches. Looks like Current is at plus 214, Asbady at plus 149, Smith at plus 177, and Dugan at plus 146. Those numbers seem a little bit low. I wonder if scores have been going down. We'll see. Kerry Smith starts off with a 10-pin. Deandra Asbady kicking off game 3 with a strike. So Deandra has a very early lead after one frame, since Alicia had the Greek church for an open. And Marie Dugan, the USBC Hall of Famer, comes up a little light, leaves the 2-pin. Deandra just does pick it up. All tied up after 2 frames between Smith and Dugan. Smith looking for a double here. It's going to go high, leaves the 4-pin. Both matches pretty close. Beatty up by 12, current. Dugan and Smith all tied up, assuming Anne-Marie makes her 10-pin. Leandro comes up light, 2-4-5. Leandro misses that one. Open frame, evens things up. Open frame for Current as well in the fourth. So as Beatty leads by a dozen. Terry Smith with a powerful strike in the fourth. She's up by 1 pin. Updated standings after 14 games, and we have a new leader, it looks like. Although I'm not certain that's right. I'm going to have them fix those standings. So we'll work on getting those standings fixed and give you an update as soon as we have it. So just disregard the standings that are up there right now. They're going to get that corrected. And Marie goes high on that shot, leaves the 6. She's got a lot of 9 counts this game. They both do in that match. Nice shot by Current, but doesn't get the carry, leaves the 10. She trails by 13. And Marie covers it up, stays clean. Trails by 3 pins. As we move along here in our 3rd game of round robin match play. At some point, we're going to get a little backed up, I think, in terms of having some delays, because two of the pairs down there are only in the 2nd frame, so probably have a little bit of a wait at some point here on our featured pairs during this block. Good news is that plenty of time in the schedule today. We should run pretty close to on schedule no matter what. 2nd block of 8 games of match play, scheduled to start at 2 p.m. Pacific time, and then our stepladder at 6:30 this evening Pacific time. Alicia does get the carry this time, gets the strike in the 7th, just her 2nd strike of the game. $30 bonus spins for the winners in each match. Carrie Smith up by 2 right now against Anne-Marie Dugan. Andres Beatty looking to extend her lead with another strike. Leaves a weak 10. 6-pin gutter just laid flat. Took a nap. All right, now the standings are updated and correct. We've got Christina Wendell at plus 431. April Murphy at plus 324. Tania Falbo plus 316, and Samantha Shaden plus 289. That would be your top 4. Just outside of the show right now is Missy Parkin at plus 257. Stephanie Johnson plus 248. Alicia Current plus 214, Natalie Cortez plus 196. Long way to go, though. A lot of games left. Really, I still think any of the 16 bowlers in the field have a chance to make the show. They can catch fire. There's a big double for Alicia Current. Gets her to within 3. 2 frames to go here against Asbady. Dugan looking to take the lead for the first time in this match, and she does, as the light hit carries for the double, and Anne-Marie Dugan leads by 8. Messenger comes across for Current, but does not take out the 10. So she had a chance to take the lead right there, but Asbady will have a chance to shut her out and win the match in the 9th and the 10th. Carrie Smith to take her lead back. 6-pin falls on the 10 for the double. And back to a 2-pin lead for Smith. You're watching the PWBA Storm Sacramento Open, Bowl TV on Extra Frame. Live from Steve Cook's Fireside Lanes, just outside Sacramento, California. I'm Lucas Wiseman. Thanks for joining us for our live coverage of this first event of the PWBA Tour. We had the Queens back in May, but this event really kicks off the tour itself for the next 10 weeks. Next week we'll be in Lubbock, Texas, for the Lubbock Sports Open. Matt Cannizzaro will be with you for the live streaming of that event. I will be in Chicago at Junior Gold, headed to Chicago tomorrow, and I'll be there all week. We start live streaming on Wednesday night in the Chicago area for Junior Gold. Deandra with a double extends her lead back to 14, heading into the 10th frame. Anne-Marie Dugan looking to take the lead again. Great shot by the USBC Hall of Famer. Packs all 10 back for the strike, 3 in a row for Dugan, and she leads by 9. Anne-Marie sends the 5 and the head pin in front of the 7. She's going to be at 226 this game. Going to pick up the win. Deandra Beatty got enough in the 10th to shut out Alicia Current by a few sticks. 197 for Deandra. Current going to be at 194 as a max.
By the way, I'm paying $100 spot for
226 for Anne-Marie Dugan. The best that Carrie Smith can strike out for is 218. So that first shot in the 10th for Anne-Marie locked it up. Oh, nice split conversion there for Carrie Smith. Picks up the 5-7. Helps to save a few pins, even though she's going to lose this match. We had a couple of faster matches in the house on our featured pairs for this game. .203 for Smith. She loses by 23 pins to Dugan, who had 226. As Beatty defeats Current 197 to 183. We just have to wait for the next game to start. Not sure who's coming to our featured pairs. But while we wait to get started with our next game, take a look at this feature that aired here on the local news Thursday morning in Sacramento. Some of our PWBA stars were featured. Let's check it out.
Go to the next segment. So go ahead and drink this in. Are you ready?
Ready. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there she is.
That's right. That's our own Tina Makua, bowling maven.
There she is. They call her Twinkle Toes.
Yeah,
Twinkle Toes
right.
Makua.
She is live in Citrus Heights.
We love you, Tina.
Live in Citrus Heights this morning with women who are part of the professional bowling tour. She is not messing around this morning. Hey, T.
Why do you do that to me? Why do you do that to me?
Because I love you.
Okay, I was like in my teens back then, or maybe early 20s. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. I'm Fireside Lanes.
Guns, man. Nice guns.
Fireside Lanes here. And women's bowling is back. Yes.
Woohoo!
Yeah, PWBA was defunct for 12 years, so it's back now. This is the first stop out of 11 stops all through the summer. So we're going to meet the 3 younger bowlers here. Say your name, where you're from.
I'm from Colombia, South America. My name is Rocio Restrepo.
I'm from Albany, New York. My name is Liz Culkin.
I am from Victor, New York, and my name is Brittany Hamilton.
All right, and I said, did you guys know each other when you're bowling when you were younger? Yes. They started bowling when they were kids, like ages, 3, 4, 5 years old. Here, so we're going to put them through a challenge. By the way, Brittany, tell me, the Pro-Am, I think, is tomorrow, and then you got straight bowling all the way through Saturday night, right?
Yeah, we have straight bowling starting tomorrow. I believe that the Pro-Am is on Sunday.
How many games are you going to be playing?
I know it's on Friday. Yeah, okay. we bowl 12 games tomorrow.
Okay.
And then they'll cut to the top 12, and you'll bowl, or top 16.
Okay.
You'll bowl 16 round-robin games on Saturday.
Oh my. All right. So it gets very serious. You know what? It's free to come watch. It's free to come watch. So I'm inviting everybody to come out here and support the women bowling. All right. You ready for your challenge?
Yeah, do it.
Let's start with you. Liz. Okay, I want you to hit here. They've been warming up. You have full rack here. I want you to only hit the 10 pin.
Oh.
Only the 10. Do not hit anything else. Ready? Here we go.
Things just got
Here we go.
interesting.
You know they can all get strikes.
I think that's the one on the far right.
Boring.
Okay.
Far right. Far right.
All right, all right.
There you go. Far right.
She's pointing it out.
Calling her shot. Yeah.
Woo! Winner. By the way, first place for this whole tournament gets $12,000. Okay, you ready?
Nice.
All right, you get only 9 pins. Only 9
Leave
pins.
one standing. She's like, well, I can do
Brittany. Oh,
that. It happens in my nightmares. She's like every single night.
I used to have a shirt like Anne. It fit me like when I was in 6th grade.
Did it have your name on the back of it?
Leaving one
Yes,
step.
got my name on the back of it.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Rosia, what do you want to throw? You want to do a strike?
Sure.
She's like,
come on,
that I
Strike
can
time.
do.
Strike time. Here we go.
Oh, her shirt's got great design on the back of it.
From Colombia, she started when she was age 5. Yes, I love her shirt.
Andres, are you watching?
Is there
Andres is watching now.
You're using your golf
We
force. Is there a
are all
bowler's one?
watching. Nice form, beautiful.
Sit down.
3 for 3.
Nice.
Come on, T. You ready to come out of retirement and join them?
We're not even done yet. We're not even done. 9 o'clock hour. We'll be right back. All
I
right?
can't wait.
Yes, Fireside Lanes.
And yes, Tina will be bowling next hour. I mean,
Yes,
she's
she
got,
is.
She's got to.
this is her glory shot here, glory days pick, you know?
That picture's like, you think I can't do it, huh?
Next hour, that'll be fun. Also, placing Granite Bay as a new hot spot for a cool
All right, so we are well underway here. Game 4 of 8 in our morning session. Missy Parkin against April Murphy. A couple of the players that are higher up in the standings on that pair. Murphy at plus 387, Parkin at plus 318 coming into this game. And our other pair, Rocio Restrepo at plus 210 against Anne-Marie Dugan at plus 202. Here's April Murphy, second frame. She gets the strike. All tied up with Missy Parkin after a couple of frames. Anne-Marie Dugan up by a stick on Rocio Restrepo after 2. Anne-Marie Dugan looking for a double. Comes up light, 2-4-5. Missy Parkin right through the face, leaves the 6-7 split. You could tell when she let it go, she was not pleased with the delivery. Restrepo with a nice shot. She leads by 11. Let's see if Missy makes a run at the split here. Gonna give it a go. Just does miss to the right. Almost caught a piece of that 6-pin. If you're just joining us, we're live at Steve Cook's Fireside Lanes for the PWBA Storm Sacramento Open. Game 4 of match play. We're bowling 16 games of match play today. This is game 4. We bowl 8 in the morning session, 8 in the afternoon session. Second round starts at 2 p.m. Pacific. Stepladder finals start at 6:30 p.m. Pacific this evening. If you'd like to follow the live scoring, go to pwba.com/live. Got the link to the live scoring and the results on that page. Pretty close match between Murphy and Parkin. All even up as we are in the 5th frame. Restrepo working on a double has built a pretty good lead on Dugan, especially if Rocio can strike again, and she does. Comes up a little light, mixes them up. 3 in a row. .43-pin lead for Restrepo against Dugan. Another strike for Rocio. 4 in a row as the lead grows to more than 50. Missy Parkin cleans up the mess. 2-4-5. Trails by 3 now. Anne-Marie Dugan fishing around trying to find something here, gets a strike. It's been a rough game for Anne-Marie. Looks like we have an update on the standings. Christina Wendell still in the lead at plus 473. April Murphy, second place, plus 387. Missy Parkin, plus 318. Tania Falbo rounds out the top 4 at plus 299. Samantha Shaden at plus 284 is first out of the cut. Stephanie Johnson plus 236. Rocio Restrepo plus 208. Anne-Marie Dugan plus 202. Missy Parkin, 7th frame, down by 3. A chance to take the lead with a strike right here. That is way left, 3-6-10. Pattern playing pretty difficult today. Scores are pretty low. April Murphy, the exception. She was at 731 for the 3 games so far today. But that's easily the highest score. Next highest would be Parkin at 670. And Christina Wendell at 631. So the score's pretty low here in match play so far. The fresh is pretty tough. And you don't have near as, the breakdown's not near as fast as it was in qualifying with 5 on a pair. So it's been a really tough go of it this morning for these ladies. Missy misses left again, goes Brooklyn. Murphy up by 3. 2.5 frames to go here, game 4. Now Murphy up by 2 with the count on the spare. Restrepo leads Amory Dugan by 53, 2 frames left. A light hit for April, does not carry, leaves the 7. Great shot by Restrepo for the double. Missy has a chance to take the lead with a strike here. She can go up by 9. She has not thrown the ball great the last couple of frames. Everything's been left off her hand. That was a little better, but does not carry. She got it in the pocket, though. Rowe gets that one a little bit right. Lucky to get 8 out of it, I guess. Leaves the 110 washout. Missy looking awfully frustrated this game. Open frame for Restrepo, 224 for her. Parkin trying to play kind of a fallback shot. It's not working so well this game. She's got a big split on the deck, 4-7-10. Potential open frame coming here in the 160s. Not going to help her cause. She was in third place. She may drop a bit here.
When I see a menu at Starbucks, because I could drink something flavored.
So let's see if Parkin gives it a run. Looks like she's going to take two. So an open frame for Missy, 169. Lanes just look really, really brutal today so far. There's a lot of frustrated bowlers out there this morning. But hey, if you're going to win a professional title, you should have to earn it. And right now, these ladies are working hard trying to figure out this 44-foot pattern. April Murphy, 10th frame. Oh, my. 7-10 split. Restrepo wins 224-171 against Dugan. April Murphy's going to have just enough to pick up the 30 bonus pins against Missy Parkin. Like April went to get another ball. She's already won the match by a pin, even if she doesn't get another pin. So she's going to take another ball and try to get a read here. Getting a better read is more important than making one of those pins. So 170 to 169. April Murphy defeats Missy Parkin.
Plenty of bowling. Anything can happen in this game, man.
All right, back underway now, game 5. We've got Kimberly Power against Megan Kelly on 11 and 12. We've got Deandra Beatty against Maria Rodriguez on 13 and 14. Beatty at plus 233, Rodriguez plus 72. Power plus 168 and Kelly plus 186. So we're in our 5th game of 8 in our morning match play session. Going a little bit of a slow pace this morning. Scores are low, which is impacting things a little bit. It's definitely been a rough morning on the lanes for the Leafs ladies as they try to tackle this, what is proving to be a very difficult 44-foot sport pattern here in match play. Deandra Beatty, been on Team USA, or was on Team USA for a long stretch of her career after bowling at Nebraska. There's a nice article on Deandra in the Lincoln Journal-Star yesterday. As Beatty cleans it up. Have an update for you on the standings after 16 games. Christina Wendell really starting to run away with this thing at plus 551. Undefeated in match play, 4-0. April Murphy also undefeated. She's at plus 387. You've got Samantha Shaden now at plus 348. She $260. Deandra Beatty plus 2. You can find the standings at PW Live, pwba.com/touring, and the link to the match play results. We're in our 5th game here. Match play at the Storm Sacramento Open. Apologize if you had a momentary loss of the stream. But we are in the 8th frame, 7th frame, 8th frame of game 5 here. Maria Rodriguez leading by 3 against Deandres Beatty. Oh, wow. 4-pin wobbled around and eventually fell. Or eventually did not fall, I should say. Kim Power up now in the 8th frame, trailing by 13, now trailing by 3. Missy Parkin currently has the front 6 down on 17 and 18. Christina Wendell leading after 4 games this morning of match play at plus 551. April Murphy at plus 387 in second place. Samantha Shaden at plus 348. And Missy Parkin plus 287 is your top 4 currently. 4 players make the show. You can hear the people clapping. It's for Missy Parkin, who now has the front 7. Got a good crowd in here this morning watching. And they are itching to see a 300 game. And Missy Parkin's run at a perfect game comes to an end with a 5-pin. Spare's good for Megan Kelly. Trails by 10. Andres Beatty trails by 4, 9th frame. She packs all 10 back for a strike. So Maria Rodriguez can shoot 235 if she strikes out here this game. She'll just need some count here. Let's see what she needs. 7 spare would be enough to shut out as Beatty. Let's see if Rodriguez can get it done. Comes up a little bit light, gets the strike, 4 in a row, and Maria is going to pick up a win against Andres Beatty. Kimberly Power needs some good count here to win against Megan Kelly, and she gets it. Strike for 4 in a row. Tough game for Deandra to lose. She needs to win some matches to try to get back into, try to get up to the top 4. Deandra 2-2 today, but just 44 pins outside of the show. And she's going to lose this one, so she's going to go 2-3 in her 5 matches so far today. Deandra going to be at 201 as a max score. So 234 to 200. Rodriguez defeats Asbady, and 229-206. Power defeats Kelly. All right, here we go. Game number 6 of 8 in our morning block of match play. Missy Parkin against Christina Wendell. That should be a great matchup. Wendell at plus 551, Parkin at plus 376. And what a brutal start for Missy Parkin. Stone cold 8-pin. Kicks it off. Samantha Shaden at plus 319 against Alicia Current at plus 219. Current stepping up to start that match. Still have games 6, 7, and 8 to go here in this round. And then we'll have a break to re-oil and start back up with game 9 at 2 p.m. Pacific time this afternoon. There's our tournament leader, Christina Wendell, with a bucket to start things off here against Missy Parkin. Shaden with a split to start. 4-6-7. Takes one. Both players open to start that game. Current up by a pin based on count. After 17 games, we've got Christina Wendell at plus 551, April Murphy plus 397, Missy Parkin plus 376, Tania Falbo plus 347, Rocio Restrepo just outside the cut by 21 pins at plus 326, Samantha Shaden plus 309, Natalie Cortez plus 284. Missy Parkin with an unforced error there. She misses. Single pin. Two, 4, 8, 10 for Parkin. She bowled a good game last game at 259. And that helped to make up for the 169 she bowled the game before on our featured pairs, but off to a bit of a rough start for Missy Parkin here in game 6. Alicia Current looking for a double. Not going to get the ball back from there. Leaves the 1-2-4. Missy Parkin going for the split. Another open frame, back-to-back opens. She falls behind by 24 pins against our tournament leader, Christina Wendell. circles around for the strike for Shaden just at the last minute. Shaden gets the strike as that 9-pin took a tumble very late. It just did fall quickly enough to count as a strike. It was very close. It is a double for Shaden, and she has the lead by 9 pins. Good shot by Curran. Just joining us, we're live from Steve Cook's Fireside Lanes in Citrus Heights, California. The PWBA Storm Sacramento Open, just outside Sacramento, California here. It's been a great stop. Great way to start off our 10 weeks of touring here for the PWBA. Entire staff here at the bowling center have been fantastic. Volunteers have been great. Great crowd support. Just a dream start to the new PWBA tour as we get into full swing. Next week we'll be in Lubbock, Texas. Still a few spots left if you want to get in the field and bowl next week. She had it wrong. But just about all the other tournaments are sold out already on the PWBA Tour. Still some spots for Detroit and, of course, for the U.S. Women's Open. Very strange 1-7 leave for Shaden. Alicia, we need to start the center. We need to start it. Yeah. Setting back. Parkin cleans up the spare in the 5th. Trails by 22 against Wendell. Pretty low scoring game so far. One strike for each player. In that Wendell-Parkin matchup. So nice pickup there for Shaden. Gets the 1-7. Randall covers up the double wood in the 5th. So she leads by 20 with half a game to go here, game 6. So 2.5 games to go in this round before we have the break for the re-oil. Back again at 2 p.m. Pacific time today for the final 8 games of match play. Parkin still down by 20 as she gets ready to bowl on lane 11 here. Shaden down 25 against Current. 3 frames left. See if Wendell can get something going here. There's a strike. She's clean so far through 7. Just her second strike of the game. She's leading the tournament by a pretty good margin. Up by 154 pins on April Murphy, who's in second place. April shot 224 and won against Megan Kelly this game. So if Christina can punch out here and finish strong with a 235, she can actually extend her lead on Murphy. And she would extend it significantly on Parkin, who is in third place. So Wendell makes the spare. It's been a pretty much of a grind out game for both Wendell and Parkin here in game 6. Current leading by 24. 2 frames left in this game. Rocio Restrepo looking poised to maybe move into the top 4 for the first time. Depends on how Parkin finishes up. Gets the 6 to tap the 10, but doesn't knock it over. Rocio is going to be in the 220s with a win. If she strikes out, it'll be a 228. She left a 7 pin, so Rocio going to be at 217 with the win. Best Missy can shoot is 192. So Missy may stay just ahead of Rocio, but it won't be by much, depending on how it finishes up here. It's all shaping up to be a pretty close finish this afternoon in match play to determine our 4 finalists for the stepladder. Big split for Shaden. Had a bit of an opening since Alicia Current missed her spare, but not going to take advantage of it here. Parkin goes high, 4-7-9 split. Looks like Restrepo's going to jump ahead of Falbo in the standings. Looks like she'll probably jump ahead of Parkin, so Rocio could be all the way up to 3rd after this game. Missy, 138 in the 9th. It's been a struggle. So Current going to pick up the win against Shaden. Looks like Wendell will beat Parkin, but in a very low-scoring match. Two more games to go after this one ends. In our first block of match play. 8 more games coming up at 2 o'clock this afternoon Pacific time. Wendell with a nice finish here. Another strike, she'll be at 200. Clean game. Grinded it out for this 200. So 200 for Wendell. Parkin max 168. Shaden had 180, and Current with a strike on the fill will be at 215. Parkin manages to get 3 in the 10th, the 168. Still a loss. She's still going to drop quite a bit in the standings as we head into Game 7 of match play. All right, our 7th game underway. We've got Carrie Smith against Samantha Shaden on 11 and 12. Tania Falbo against Rocio Restrepo on 13 and 14. Stepladder finals are tonight at 6:30 Pacific time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on Bowl TV on Extra Frame. Rocio Restrepo hoping to be there. She's sitting at plus 360. Tania Falbo at plus 328. And Rocio started with a double now, a washout, 128.10. Shaden at plus 289, Smith at plus 262. Those are the unofficial scores that they type into by their names. The official scores just came in. Looks like we've got Wendell at plus 581, April Murphy plus 451. Rocio, as we expected, moved into third at plus 360. Missy Parkin drops down to fourth place at plus 344. Natalie Cortez plus 342. Tania Falbo plus 328. You got a lot of players still within 100 pins of fourth place and a chance to make the show this afternoon in the final round of match play. So right now, your show would be Wendell, Murphy, Restrepo, and Parkin. We have a long way to go before we can say for sure who's going to be on the show. 2 more games in this morning session and 8 more coming up this afternoon to finalize things. A lot can happen over the course of 10 games, and you've got even 16th place Anne-Marie Dugan, only 198 pins out of 4th, so that's not out of the question given the amount of games left and the bonus pins. 30 bonus pins for each win. Samantha Shaden down by 9. Gets the strike. Rocio trailing by 6. Comes up a little light, gets the carry for the strike. It's a big matchup between Restrepo and Falbo, number 3 versus number 6 in the standings currently. Rowe goes a little high that time, gets the strike. So double open double for Rocio. She takes the lead by 6 pins. Carrie Smith, double spare to start this game. That one never had a chance. I've seen the 1, 2, 4, 8 a lot this weekend. Falbo looking to take the lead back here by 4 pins. She gets the light, hit the carry for the double. So Restrepo working on a double. Going to be up in just a moment on the far right side of your screen. Shaden's going to go first. Also working on a double. She leads by 5 currently against Carrie Smith. We'll make it 15. Restrepo currently leads by 4. If she strikes him. And she does. So 6 frames in. And Rocio Restrepo with a 4-pin lead on Tania Falbo. It is shaping up to be a pretty good match here. Shaden, left side of your screen. Strike, spare, triple to start this game. And up by 15 against Smith. That one comes up light, leaves the 2-8. Here is Rocio. Working on 3 in a row. Looks good, and it is 4 strikes in a row for Rocio Restrepo. A lot of strikes between Falbo and Restrepo. Pretty high scoring between Smith and Shaden as well this game. Right now Falbo still trails by 4. 3 frames to go. Comes up light, 2-4, 5-7 is the leave. She missed it. Pulled it left, open frame. Rocio can just about put this game away with a couple of strikes here, 8th and 9th. Smith with the 6 count, trails by 7 as they are in the 7th frame of that match. Restrepo leaves the 2-5. She picks it up here. She will lead by 20 with 2 frames left. Shaden covers up the spare to maintain a 3-pin lead with 3 frames left against Smith. Restrepo up by 20, 9th and 10th to go. Nice shot. Remember, we'll have a real ale after this round ends. So one more game to go before the real ale. And then we start at 2 o'clock with the final 8 games of match play. If you don't know much about Tania Falbo, she pulled a Maryland Eastern Shore, won a few national titles there with the Hawks. Very good collegiate player who's now obviously turning into a very good professional bowler as well. Another strike for Falbo. Trying to put the pressure on Rocio here heading into the 10th frame. Falbo can strike out for 222. That would force Restrepo to get the first one. Gets another strike. Fill ball is very important here for Tania Falbo. Strike on the fill forces Restrepo to get the first one. If she does not strike on the fill ball, Rocio will need to fill 20 to win by a pin. That was an important strike for Falbo, 222. Now as we watch Carrie Smith bowl, Carrie Smith down by 3, heading into the 9th and the 10th. She gets a strike. So a big shot of the match coming up here for Restrepo. Strike here to win the match. If she doesn't strike, we could have a tie in this game. And Rocio shreds the rack for the strike and the win here against Tania Falbo. Restrepo 8 on her second shot in the 10th. 230, her best score now. It's a good score, though. There were a lot of low scores this game. 230 is a good number. 230 and a win is a lot of pins for Restrepo. Another bowler who's bowling really well this game is Alicia Current, who can strike out for 279. 279 when the scores are as close as they are is a massive game, especially since it's been pretty low scoring today. But Alicia did not get the first strike in the 10th, so she can be in the 250s now. Close game between Shaden and Smith. Shaden up by 2 heading into the 10th frame. And Samantha ready to go here. Double to shut out Smith in this game and leaves the 10 pin. So Carrie Smith will have a chance to win in the 10th frame. Shaden covers it up. Fill ball is important here. Strike on the fill by Shaden would force Smith to throw the first one in the 10th to win the game. Similar situation to what we just watched between Falbo and Restrepo. Gets the strike, 211. So Smith is going to need the first one in the 10th. Strike to win the game. Oh, look at the 7 fall a little bit late. And Carrie Smith is going to take this game against Samantha Shaden. Already underway. Power and Cortez on 13 and 14. So Power at plus 234, Cortez plus 312. Got Murphy at plus 480 taking on Caldwell at plus 210. Standings are updated after 19 games already. They're doing a great job in the tournament office getting those results out for you quickly. And things have shaken up a little bit. Christina Wendell still in the lead at plus 583. April Murphy in second at plus 480. Rocio Restrepo at plus 420 is in third. And Alicia Current moves all the way up to fourth place at plus 351. Tania Falbo 1 pin back at plus 350. Missy Parkin plus 337. And Natalie Cortez at plus 313. Carrie Smith plus 311. Samantha Shaden plus 300. Stephanie Johnson plus 280. You get the idea. It's pretty close. Andres Beatty plus 252. So you've got all those players, 7 players within 100 pins of fourth place with 9 games to go. Final game of the block. Re-oil after this game ends, and then back on the lanes for score at 2 p.m. Pacific. It's in about an hour and a half. Misses to the right, whiffs the 1-2-4. Back-to-back opens for April Murphy. 3 opens in a row for April Murphy to start this game. Doesn't want to give away too many pins with how close the standings are. She's going the wrong direction right now here in the final game of this block. It looks like she's going to make a ball change. Just brought a new ball over to the rack. Brianna Caldwell needs it to hook a little bit. Doesn't quite get back. Leaves the 4 and the 8. You're watching the PWBA Storm Sacramento Open Bowl TV on Extra Frame. Final game of the first round of match play. Open frame for Caldwell. Seven-pin lead for Kim Power against Natalie Cortez. Ball change doesn't seem to do much for April. She pulls it through the face, leaves the 3-6. Cortez with another strike, 3 in a row. And that gives her a 3-pin lead, 13-pin lead, sorry. Nope, 3-pin lead is right. April almost chopped the spare, but gets on the board with her first mark of the game. Another strike for Natalie, 4 in a row. Cortez finishes with 229, pick up the win against Power. By the way, Maria Jose Rodriguez just finished with a 279 game to close out her block. She had a real rough start to the day, but 279 and a win. Going to move her up to plus 279. She'll still have a chance to maybe make it into the show if she can bowl a big block this afternoon. Caldwell goes a little bit high, leaves the 4-9 split. Final shot here for Kimberly Power. Ends up at 213. We still have about 3 frames to go here between Caldwell and Murphy. .25 pin deficit here for April Murphy, 3 frames left. So if April's going to win this game, she needs to throw some strikes here. And that is right through the face, 3-10 split, baby split for April Murphy. Christina Wendell bowling another big game. She's going to have a pretty sizable lead on the field going into the last 8 games. Nice conversion there for April. She trails by 27, 2 frames left. Bucket for April.
Done with you, Rodriguez. Rodriguez, you're dead to me. You're dead to me. You're dead to me. You are dead to me. 220 or something, maybe. Dead to me, you are. No.
One frame left here on the featured pairs in this round of matches. As we wind down. Start up again in about an hour and 20 minutes for score. Should be starting practice probably in about an hour and 10 minutes or so.
Dead to me. She goes 260. Rob, I said there would be. I said there would be change. I said not be other than anyone able at the front. I said not be 280. Yeah, she's the only one of those. The bet was, by the way, the bet was 2. And he changed it because he knew what.
Caldwell going to be at 180 with a strike on the fill. Best that April can shoot is 162. So 179 for Brianna. Our final frame of this round coming up. Well, April covers it up. She's going to be in the 140s this game. Got to drop a lot of pins. Going to make things even closer going into the afternoon session, starting at 2 o'clock Pacific time. And that's going to do it for this round. We'll see you back here in about an hour and 15 minutes at 2 p.m. Pacific time with the start of Game 9 as we head toward a close here at the Storm Sacramento Open. Stepladder finals tonight at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. Hope you'll join us for that as well.